Hey guys! So my channel is kind of going in a new direction. I'm re-exploring a more artistic, free version of film and music and dance right now. But here I'm going to give you the last video in the Dark Moon Lilith series. And last but not least, Gemini, Lilith and Gemini people. Got my coffee because it's 9 in the morning right now. Even though I've been up all night. Been feeling really productive. So Lilith and Gemini people. This is the trickster versus the innovator. They are played by the roles of the brother, sister, friends, acquaintances, students, teachers. Some adjectives: whimsical, dual, inquisitive, fickle, talkative, unstable, irresponsible, dishonest, superficial, nervous, deceptive, petty, fraudulent, misunderstood, dramatic, rebellious, taboo, shady, chaotic, mellow, tumultuous, unpredictable, argumentative, ballsy, uninhibited, affected, also entertaining, witty, original, innovative, and moreover independent. Also, they tend to be artistic and somewhat physical because Gemini is about mental quickness and also like constantly having to be, restless. Gemini's twins, so they're constantly pulling towards the opposite directions, and they're always on the go, and they just have this, they tend to be quite thin people, and more often than not pretty attractive, or they have noticeable like accents, like attractive, something you can really admire, something about them that like you can notice about them right away. And they're usually distinguished in their group for having that, like, identity, because they're so like basically the essence of Gemini is the ability, your gift is the ability to not only influence others, but also to not be influenced. And this is unique to you guys because most people, they get caught up in the black and white, the details, the one sides. Gemini is never in that. They play different sides, and that's what makes them, fickle. Because with some people, they'll be like this, but to other people, totally unbeknownst to them, they're a totally different other way, and it's just like becomes a real big shock when sometimes maybe these things are discovered about this Lilith and Gemini, because it's just so, they really don't reside on any spectrum. They are outside of it because they see the possibilities of both, and basically they just are mentally agile more than others to understand that taking sides is pointless, because at the end of the day, the truth is that there are more than one ways of the truth. You can't say this is right or this is wrong, because there's just an infinite amount of perspectives that you need to consider. And therefore the Gemini does their best, because they really are, like, that mental energy is very prominent. They really make really good people who can see the objective side of a situation. So, someone like a jury, like those, they would be the most accurate people for that, because they are just so mentally individual. They know the truth, and they might pretend that they don't, but it's usually just for show, just to get by in social situations usually. But the truth is, they're above it all, up in here. So, notable celebrities: Mozart, Drake, Megan Fox, Robert Pattinson, Marlon Brando, Kendall Jenner, Orlando Bloom, James Franco, Sting, Liv Tyler, Muhammad Ali, Abraham Lincoln, Harrison Ford, Frank Sinatra, Hugh Jackman, Stephen Hawking, Edith Piaf, Frida Kahlo, Kate Blanchett, Jeffrey Dahmer, Shia LaBeouf, Yoko Ono, Nicholas Copernicus, Roman Polanski, Edgar Allan Poe, Muhammad al-Gaddafi, Tom Brady, Barbara Streisand, Tom York, Karl Lagerfeld, Lindsay Lohan. Yeah. So, frustrations: high buildings, falling from heights, rumors on the street, getting into vicarious arguments, maybe car crashes, or maybe occasionally pursuing like reckless behaviors, like skydiving, getting into car accidents, or like vehicle accidents of some kind. And also they just they may be prone to like brawling with others from a verbal argument on the street. They tend to be prone to doing that. They may not, but this is something that quite a few of them share. They just have this way of challenging their surroundings, and they the reason they do this is because they're just so they take pleasure in it subconsciously, because they're really above it all, as I said, and like they're really here just to entertain your own beliefs. That's really the truth about Lilith and Gemini. So everything that they do it the way they do it because how do I say it? Because they're enjoying it. It's a game to them. It's fun. So the chase is fun for them. Living on the edge is fun for them. Doing reckless things that make no sense every now and then, that's fun for them, because they're just trying to get a kick out of, because they're so smart, that's how they entertain themselves and around people, because most people are they're just not mentally at the Lilith and Gemini level, basically. Air signs tend to be like next levels type stuff. This is the karma of a thief, a swindler, a gossiper, a plagiarist, whistleblower, may have been a fraudulent traitor in a past life, secret agent, or one who betrayed those closest to them, spread rumors, false thoughts. Yeah. Alright, so negative attributes. They may have a voice of God complex. Gemini in general is known to like be the only sign that can really border along somehow being bipolar, but they're not. But they have this thing where it's like the duality, and like you said, it comes from being like more mentally evolved than everyone else. And as a result of this, they may believe everything that they say is extremely relevant and high important, and that everyone will be benefited greatly by their opinions or advice, which they believe is superior and life-changing. And they are right on one hand, but this could also lead to a negative strain of the energy if they don't control this trait. They need to balance it out with the positive sides, because this could end up actually creating their own downfall. Because when in karma you get what you give, and if they give lies, then they'll end up just deceiving themselves in the long run. So you gotta watch out for that. So they can also turn around if they do it in positive light. So also they're easily intrigued by lies and gossip, tendency to cheat, steal, plagiarism, commit minor petty crimes, and they frequently assume the role of a problem child in social situations, especially if they tend to be more the antisocial spectrum of personality. Everyone's different, everyone varies, but Lindsay Lohan, for example, it's a clear problem child. Jeffrey Dahmer, Shia LaBeouf, I mean, come on. But they can also do it for good, like Marlon Brando, I don't know, Sting, I guess, Karl Lagerfeld, Copernicus, Edith Piaf, Frida Kahlo, Stephen Hawking. There you go. Alright, so the positive attributes. They are the only ones who have this ability to actually make light of awful situations by telling jokes, and somehow they are like borderline appropriate, even in harsh circumstances. But it always seems to be the right thing that everyone needs, because that objectivity of the Gemini, it's so refreshing, and everyone needs that now and then, because they get all caught up in the subjectivities and gray areas. They need a Gemini to come and clarify, reality, like snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Yeah. They always find something to talk about in conversation. They always have something to converse about. They have no trouble. In fact, like, silence usually is not really their thing. They're very, verbal, mental energy communicators. Also, they also live a somewhat blissful existence, kind of like in their own little world or bubble, which actually can perfect them and others from excessive negativity, challenge norms with behavior, make the best singers, vocalists, actors, witty occupations, and moreover, they are just uniquely charming. And that's the underlying line. I hope everyone enjoyed this series. I'm going to be getting into Chinese astrology, so also that, and I'm having a movie coming out, and I'll be it'll be probably posted right before this video will be posted. It's called Abandon, and it is a short film that I've recently made, and I really hope everyone goes to watch it, because I'm really proud of it. and it's a really big culmination of hard work done over the past 2.5 years or so. Yeah, and just thank you. Follow me on Instagram, link in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you all. Thank you for your support.